We are live. We are live, guys.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Hey, YouTube. Welcome to our very first live on YouTube. I'm Tolu and I'm your host for this session.
Are we live?
Uh, Sorry, guys. Think we're having some network issues. Okay. Hey, YouTube. Welcome to our very first live on YouTube. I'm Tolu and I'm your host for this session. And today we'll be doing something a little risky. So we've brought in some of our past interns to answer your questions live. They'll be answering all the questions that you have, totally unfiltered. So there is no sugarcoating, no scripts. We're just having real people answer in real time. They'll be telling you what it's like to intern on Accelerate. So So if you've ever wondered, is Accelerate really worth it? How do the internships run? What are the meaning of TCM, group meetings? You'll be having all your questions answered right now. If you also wonder, how do people learn on the internships? What do they learn? You'll be hearing it straight from people who have been there. Before we get started, please let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. Let us know what part of the world you're tuning in from. So feel free to start dropping your questions. Okay, can I see our answers in the chats? Let me see, where are we tuning in from? You can also feel free to start dropping your questions. Don't hold back. Any questions you have are highly appreciated. The juicier the question, the better our live session. Right. So let's see where we're tuning in from all over the world. Personally, I'm tuning in from Nigeria. All right. So let's have my co-hosts, Rukayat and Simi. Can you introduce yourselves, please?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Rukayat. Welcome to our YouTube live session. Thank you.
All right, Simi. All right, Simi. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. My name is Simi, and I interned as a project manager with Accelerates, and I'm really excited to share how my experience was with you all today. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Rukayat. Thank you, Simi. Very, very happy to have you here. Super glad. All right. So let's start with some icebreakers. Simi and Rukayat, I'll need you to, just drop the first answers that come to your mind. Don't think too deeply about them. Very, very straightforward questions. Very simple ice-breaking questions. So let's go. So I would ask in this order. Then Rukayat, you go first. Then Simi, you go second. Just quick fire. No long stories. Do you get it? All right. So, what is the weirdest place you've joined a team circle meeting from? The weirdest place.
Okay, thank you so much to Lokwe. For me, I'd say joining from the backyard of my house. I was literally under the sun. I was just hoping I wouldn't melt before the meeting finished.
All right. How about
Yeah.
you, Simi?
That was so funny, okay? Anyways, for me, I'll say in the kitchen, I was cooking. So I had to just prioritize the meeting and join in the kitchen.
Okay. So, did you invite your team members over for some dinner or something?
I wish I did.
All right. Thank you, guys. Moving on to the next icebreaker question. So, if your Accelerate journey were a movie, what would be the title? Simi, go first.
Maybe Fast and Furious. Fast and Curious.
Fast and Curious. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
How about you, Rukayat?
Okay, so for me, I'm going to say Final Destination. But like I'm saying it because that
Nice.
was the last movie I saw. I saw it last night. The new one that was
Okay.
dropped in 2025. But if I'm
All right.
to compare it to Accelerate, you never know what's coming next. So yes, Final Destination.
Nice, nice. I like the sound of that. All right, thank you guys. So this one I'm bringing it closer to home in terms of relating it to your internship experience. So if you were to just wake up and then pick up your phone, which one is more likely to cause you a heart attack? Having 5 missed calls from your internship leader or waking up to over 100 messages on your group chat? Which one is more likely to cause you a heart attack? Rukayat?
100 messages for sure. Like that can be very overwhelming because by the time you scroll halfway, 20 more messages has dropped.
And
At
are
least for a
dropping
call,
it,
you can
yeah?
still ask that. What did you guys discuss? But for messages, you have to go through it, and that's so stressful. So 100 messages for sure.
Okay. How about you, Simi?
Likewise, 100 messages because that's like reading an entire novel. Like I have to start reading from the beginning to make sure that I didn't miss anything. That's that would be my 13th reason, sorry. But like it's a bit overwhelming. Thank
Okay.
you.
Right. Thank you so much for those hilarious responses. I think joining your TCM from the backyard of your house or from your kitchen was the highlight of this conversation. Because, I mean, I knew that I would definitely get some unhinged answers, but I didn't see that coming. All right. I think in the comments, someone is saying here, we have Joy. She's saying, I remember joining a meeting from the bathroom and I had to speak while doing the Lord's business. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for interacting in the comment section. You can also drop any questions you have. As a reminder, just drop any questions that you have. All right, thank you very much, Simi and Rukayat. We'll be moving on to our next section, which is asking some questions about Accelerate and Accelerate internships at large. So we're going to start very, very simple, and I would assign each question to each person. So going on, we have the first question for Rukayat, which is, if someone was listening in right now and they've never heard of Accelerate, how would you explain it to them in one sentence? Just one sentence.
One sentence. Okay. I would say Accelerate is your career training ground. Like you get to practice, grow, and then go out and shine. That's one way to put it. Thank you.
Okay, one sentence, which is your career training ground. All right, so that's for people in the audience. If you're listening in right now and you've never heard of Accelerate, in one sentence, Accelerate is your career training ground. All right, thank you very much, Rukayas. Thank you so much. Right now, for you, Simi, I want to ask, what is one thing about Accelerate that really surprised you after you joined? What was something that caught you
So
off guard?
okay, something that caught me off guard was how much like the associates were really interested. Like Accelerate really emphasizes on learning, and the whole personalized experience on the portal is not just, they're not just saying it for nothing. They actually mean it, and they actualize it as well. So you have to complete your assigned task, and you gain mentorship. You also gain feedback after completing your assigned task, and at the end of the internship, it helps to like build confidence to be able to like explore the job market and excel in whatever you do basically. So that was one thing that really surprised me, how much they really emphasize on personalized learning. It's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simi. So, like we've all heard from Simi, there is a big emphasis on personalized learning. And that's, you don't just walk through your journey alone. As much as you say the word personalized, you also have mentors and guidance to walk you through your journey. Thank you very much, Simi. So, right now, we'll be taking it a notch higher. And I have a question for Rukayat, which is throughout your internship, what is one time that you goofed? Like you made a total mistake, and how did you recover yourself? How did you redeem the situation? There's one time that you completely goofed.
Okay, that would be during a TCM meeting. I'd say during a TCM meeting, and I forgot to unmute myself while I was passionately answering question, and like everyone was just staring and waiting. I did not know until I heard, "Oh, look, Hayat, you're muted." I was like, "Oh." I fixed it by just laughing and then trying to explain that I didn't know that I was muted. So, but now I always make sure that I triple check that my mic is on, like I'm doing now. I have to check again, is my mic on
Yeah.
if I say something.
Okay.
So that's
So
it.
I think that a lot of people can actually relate to that. There are many times you'd have spoken and then you realize, oh my God, I'm on mute. And then you had some really solid points that you made while you were muted. Then to repeat them will now be very difficult because you find yourself, oh my God, what did I say? And it's never quite the same. All right. Thank you very much, Rukayat. So moving on to the next question for Simi, I think I would ask you, what is the biggest culture shock you've had having to work with a global team? I know that many Accelerate internships are filled with people from all over the world. So, what was the biggest culture shock that you experienced working with a global team?
Okay, so I'll say the biggest culture shock I experienced at Accelerate was the time zone. Hearing good evening when my own day is just starting, like my brain cannot still process it. That like realizing that someone else is just like maybe ending their day or starting their day when me I'm just about to like start my day, or someone else is about to sleep, or do you get, like it's just like living in different worlds, and but we are working on the same project. So I also really love the collaboration, and like Accelerate really emphasizes on collaborative experience as a teamwork, makes the success of like the entire internship. So my biggest cultural shock was just the time zone, difference in time zone. So it was always very hilarious. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Sorry. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Simi. Thank you very much, Rukayat, for that session. I think I really liked that. Just having to hear you talk in depth about what your experience during your Accelerate internship looked like. All right, so right now we'll be tuning the mic to the audience. We'll be asking the people in the chat box anything, any questions that you have, from their struggles to the heated moments. You want to know anything, even if you want to gossip, like, okay, did someone have a conflict with their teammate or something? Just any question that you have. There's no limits, there is no brackets. Just ask any unhinged question that you have in the chat box. So we'll be waiting for you right now. Before then, before we take the questions from the chat, I think we have one here which says, what is the biggest myth about internships that you realized wasn't true? And I'll have both Simi and Rukayat answer while we are waiting for the questions in the chat box. Okay. Simi, please, do you want to go first?
Okay, so the biggest myth I've heard is like online internships are scam, and I do not agree because at Accelerate, it is not a scam. We actually have alumni that have like gone out there, gotten other jobs with their experience with Accelerate. I know, like a few days ago, somebody was telling me she just started exploring digital marketing, and she told me that she just interviewed and they are about to get back to her and the likes. Like, so those are like testimonies. So I want you to give Accelerate a chance. Tell your friends, like, it is an experience that is going to be worth it. Opportunities for you to work on your skill is very important, and Accelerate is not a scam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simi. So, Rukayat, do you want to share what is the biggest myth about internships that you've realized is not true since joining Accelerate?
Okay, my own would be that interns don't have a voice. Yes, most people believe that when you're interning somewhere, then you don't have a voice. If nobody wants to listen to you. No, that doesn't. That's very, very different when it comes to interning at Accelerate, because here your ideas are actually heard and used. So dead that means. Thank you.
Nice, nice. I like that. I really like how you phrased that. That means that as an intern at Accelerate, your voice, your opinion was very valued and you felt very welcome to share your ideas. That's very nice. Okay, so right now I'll be going through the chat box. Just a minute. Okay, so we have a question from Cybertex. It says, what is one skill you've improved on since joining? Okay, that is a very good question. All right, Rukayat, what is one skill you've improved on since joining your Accelerate internship?
Communication skills, yes. I'd say my communication skills, because I used to like struggle with actually communicating, especially in a very open space. Like when there's everybody, like there are a lot of people. You will join some meetings sometimes and you'll be seeing like 50, 60 people. But say I would say my communication skills improved when I'm like communicating in group, and also when I'm like trying to bring up my ideas during meetings. I'm more confident. Like the me before would not even be there. Like hopefully on a life. Like I would never imagine that I would be in this space. So that has definitely improved.
All right,
And my
thank you,
confidence
Rukayat.
too. So I'd say
Okay, that's communication and confidence. Those are
yeah,
top
thank you.
skills to gather, top skills to improve upon
Yes.
when you join an Accelerate internship. All right, how about you, Simi?
Yeah, I completely agree with Rukayat as well. Confidence and communication. But I'd also say being able to collaborate and time management as well, because you're working remotely and you have to be able to like balance your task and deadlines, like meeting up with deadlines. And it has really taught me to know how to prioritize my task better. Yes. And working with different people across time zones as well has made me more like open minded to things. Thank you.
Right. So that's one thing that a global team, working with a global team does to you. You're going to expand your horizon of meeting people and just talking to people across different cultures, learning about how they think. Just the other day, I was having a conversation with someone and I realized something. Because of my language background, because of my culture, a particular phraseology that the person used might have come off as being off, but the person was just conversing. They were just using language the way they knew how to. So working with a global team helps you to, know nuances, understand nuances in different contexts. So that is very great. Let's check if there's any other question in our chat box. Okay, we have one from Ahmad. Ahmad says, what is your happiness level after working for a month at Accelerate? So this is after your internship, you got onboarded as, staff in Accelerate team. So what is your happiness level after working for a month at Accelerate? Rukayat, do you want to go first? I think Rukayat is muted again. She has the TCM issue. All right, Rukayat, can you
Okay,
go on?
let me go first.
Okay.
So yes. So Ruka, she asked that what is our happiness level after like working for a month at interning for a month at Accelerate. So for me, it gives me like a sense of community, being able to like work with people that are really supportive, and I would also say confidence boost as well. Confidence booster, like it makes me know that yes, my confidence has been built, like it's increased. There's no way you would join an accelerate internship and your confidence will not increase, because at the end of the internship, you're expected to participate in a final presentation as well, which you'll be presenting to people that were not even your department associates. So it really helps boost your confidence. And yes, that's what I would say for my part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Simi. So we have another question here from Niraj Pat. It says, what advice would you give to someone just starting their internship at Accelerate? Uh, do we have Rukayat here with us now?
No, maybe she's
Okay,
experiencing
some
network
network
issues.
issues. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, Simi, do you mind?
Yeah,
That's
so
what
I was
advice
just
would you give?
saying,
Okay.
anyone just joining the internship should just like put in their all, be diligent basically from the beginning, because it's always worth it at the end of the day, being able to like get your certificates after participating in the entire internship. So be intentional. That's the word I'm looking for. Be intentional about it. That's my advice. Thank you, Tolu.
All right. Thank you very much, Simi. I think now we have Rukayat back. So we have another question here, which is what is the biggest strength? What would you say is the biggest strength of the Accelerate community? What do you think is the biggest strength or plus in that sense of the Accelerate community? Rukayat. You're muted.
I'm
Uh,
really sorry for the question.
yes, go ahead, Rukayat. We can hear you.
I'm really sorry. I'm experiencing some network issue. I asked that you should take the last question again.
The question again.
The
Oh,
question
okay,
that was
sure,
directed
sure.
to me.
All right, no problem. It says, what is the biggest strength? What would you say is the biggest strength of the Accelerate community?
Trend. Did you say trend? Sorry.
Strength. Like, what is the biggest plus? Strength, like strengths, weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, the fact that it's actually it's free and virtual. Like everybody should jump on that free internship that will actually help you improve on yourself. I think everyone should actually jump on it. It's free. There's no charges, and it's also virtual. You get to intern from the comfort of your home. Some of us are just like waking up like from sleep and then we go straight to joining TCMs. that would not happen if you still have to like catch a bus to all the way to your internship. So the fact that it is free and virtual.
All right. Thank you very much,
Thank
Rukayat.
you.
That pretty much encapsulates a lot of our internships and opportunities at Accelerate. Most of our internships, most, not all, but most of our internships are free and virtual. Most of our opportunities, our skill courses, our events are free and virtual. So you want to get on our website, which is 4accelerate.org, www.4accelerate.org, to see any opportunity that can be of help to you. All right, so let me see if we have any other question. It says here, I'll be directing this to you, Simi. It says, how has this internship changed the way you see your career path? So, what has changed before you got on your Accelerate internship and after?
Okay, so obviously it has like helped me hone my skills. So I didn't have an experience prior to the project management internship, but after the internship, I was really confident in my skills, the skills I gained from the experience, basically. So it has helped, like, it's an opportunity to enhance your skills if you already have one, and if you don't.
Thank you so, so much, Simi. Thank you very much. Those are very precious words to someone who has never heard of an Accelerate internship. All right. So, just like a wrapping up question, how, let's say you wanted to pitch Accelerate to someone in 10 seconds, you have to highlight your strengths, the strengths you gained on internships, the pitfalls, the things to avoid, and the things you've learned. So, what would you say? Just in 10 seconds, just anything that comes to your head. So, Rukayat, please go first.
I am really sorry. I'm experiencing network issues and your voice is lagging on my end. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can. How about now? Can you hear me loud and clear? And in real time?
Yeah.
Okay. So I said that if you were to pitch Accelerate to someone in 10 seconds, in your own words, in your own language, just do so. You can talk about the strengths, the things you gained, and then whatever pitfalls you experienced, just pitch it to someone in 10 seconds.
Okay, I heard that. I'd say that if I'm trying to pitch accelerate is because yes, that in the beginning, my bad. So I had the skill, yes, but like I needed hands-on experience. And what came to my mind? Accelerate was like somebody pitched me to them, and I was like,
I think Rukayat's network is pretty choppy. Can't make out the words.
pitched
All
accelerate
right,
that
Simi, do you want to go
I
ahead?
took it in. Accelerate is like where you do it. Oh gosh.
All right, Simi.
How about now to look? But can you hear me?
Yeah, but there are some lags, so I think we'll just go ahead with Simi. Then when yours is more stable, we can get back to your response. All right, Simi, let's have it. Your 10 minutes, 10 second speech rather for Accelerate.
Okay, so I'll say that like Accelerate is like a global community that equips students, young professionals with real world projects, mentorship, and collaborative experiences in general. And the biggest strength is the diversity, the global reach, and being like free and virtual, and the supportive culture also during the internship as well. But the weakness, like that everyone struggles with, the biggest challenge is the time zone difference because it's like a fast paced environment as it is a remote team. So that's how I'll put it. So, but you can easily adapt and easily grow quickly too at Accelerate.
Okay, thank you very much, Simi. Thank you so much. That makes a lot of sense. While some people might struggle with time zones and all of that, I think the pros outweigh the cons in the sense that you get to, work with a global team, learn about cultures all over the world, talk about dishes, talk about cultures and strengths without even stepping out of your own country, out of your own space, your region in that sense. All right. So right now we'll be playing a little interactive game, and this involves our audience. So audience, I need you to be on your most on your most active energy. All right, so I'll be calling out some usernames randomly, and I'll need them to type one word that you think. I'll need these names to type one word that you think describes being an intern. Then we have our hosts, our judges, Simi and Rukayat. They are going to tell us whether those words describe being an intern well or not. So I don't know if you got my description. Basically, I'll be mentioning some names. They'll just drop a word, and then Simi and Rukaya to tell us if that nails it well or not. So let's go. Uh, let's do Ahmad. Ahmad Reza Sami. Okay, if you can hear me, please just leave a comment in the chat box. What do you think? A word that you think describes being an intern. So our judges will tell us if that works or not. A word that you think describes being an intern. So our judges will tell us if that works. Okay, so we have Niraj Pat. He wrote committed. So Simi and Rukayat, what do you think about that? Do you think that word describes being an accelerate intern?
Sorry, what did he say?
So Niraj Pat says committed. We're playing our
Okay.
interactive game, which is someone gives us a word and you tell us whether that describes being an intern or not. So do you think that describes being
Yeah,
an
it
accelerate intern?
definitely does. It describes an
Okay.
intern.
All right.
Accelerate
Thank you
intern.
very much. So we also have something from Joy. We have Joy say, getting coffee for your boss. Does that describe being an accelerate intern?
No, which coffee?
Okay,
No,
I mean chances of you even getting coffee for a boss is very slim because I mean we are working
like
virtually. So
remotely. Yeah. Hmm.
and aside that, I think we just try to maintain a culture of mutual respect and understanding. So nobody's getting coffee for anyone. All right. So any other one? All right. So any other one? Okay, we have two more. We have jumping on a bus in the morning. So, Simi, what do you think about that?
That's not even possible. Unless you want to join your meeting from the bus. But no, that does not describe an accelerating thing.
I think also we have traveling for marketing.
No, that doesn't describe an accelerating thing. You do it from the comfort of your zone. We don't need you to market. We have our own online marketers.
All right. Just like Simi said, joining your meeting from the boss, from the boss, then getting coffee for your boss, and also traveling for marketing are not things that describe accelerate interns because in fact, all of our internships are virtual and they are very seamless. You get to join from the comfort of your home. And so, no, these things don't describe accelerate internships. And I think outside of that, we don't have any more questions in our chat box, and we've covered everything that we have for today. All right, guys. So that's a wrap. It's a wrap for our first YouTube live. And if you ask me, I would say it was honest, chaotic, and fun. It was actually chaotic. All right. Thank you. Big thank you to our interns for being real, for joining us. Thank you, Simi. Thank you, Rukayat. It's been an absolute pleasure being on this live session with you. And thank you to everyone in the chat box. Thank you to everyone listening in. Thank you for all the hilarious and very, very, very brilliant questions. We really do hope you've gotten a lot of insights about Accelerate internships, and we hope to see you signing up for any other of our opportunities. Don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at our next live session. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.